gorgeous Victoria sponge. And the reason it's so easy is because it's basically got my recipe. Yeah, you heard Jemima right. There's no recipe, there's no complicated recipe to follow, and it's so easy peasy. And look at that bounce. To make an easy peasy sponge cake, what you will need is two round baking tins lined with greaseproof paper, a mixing bowl, a wooden spoon if you haven't got an electric hand mixer, and there's only 4 ingredients. All you'll need is self-raising flour, eggs, butter and sugar. This is an easy peasy, no recipe sponge cake. Now, what do I mean by no recipe? I mean that you don't need to remember different quantities of anything. The only thing you need to remember is what your eggs weigh. Now, for the cake this size, we're using 4 eggs, and I've weighed my eggs, so they weigh 235 grams. That means I'm going to use 235 grams of sugar, same with butter, and same with self-raising flour. That my mum is the cake maker in this house, but really, my dad makes the best sponge. His method is never fails in our house, but if it's really my dad's method, it's most likely my grandma's, so thank you for that, Grandma. So we know that our eggs weigh 235 grams, so now we are going to add 235 grams of sugar and butter into our bowl. Beat together with a wooden spoon if you haven't got an electric hand mixer until it's light and fluffy. Add each egg one at a time, making sure you mix between each one. I like to crack my egg into a bowl before I then put it in to make sure that I'm not cracking in a bad egg. Add a few drops of vanilla if you would like to give it that nice, gorgeous Victoria sponge cake taste. Yeah, mixed in. The last ingredient you need to add is the flour. Flour is to 1, get some more air into the cake, and 2, make sure there's no lumps in the cake. Whilst you're carefully folding in your flour, make sure you preheat your oven to 190 degrees. Once you've carefully incorporated all the flour, split the mixture between 2 cake tins. The mixture is split evenly between the 2 cake tins. You need to bake it in the oven on the middle shelf for 20 minutes on a 190 degree heat. Now I am making the buttercream icing. In this bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of cream cheese, and half a teaspoon of vanilla. The reason I'm adding cream cheese is because it gives it a lovely, nice, smooth, creamy texture. Now you're going to beat the butter and the cream cheese together until it's nice and soft and smooth. It's time to sift in the icing sugar. Now it's time to slowly mix the icing sugar with the butter. Now at first it might seem quite dry, but don't worry, just keep going and soon it will come together and be very smooth. Once it all comes together, keep beating until it's lovely and smooth. Now we'll put it in the bowl. Now we're going to set this aside for later on when the cake is 20 minutes up. Take them out of the oven. The cake's out of the oven. There are 2 ways of testing that they are definitely cooked. One way is to push on top, and if they spring back up, that means they're cooked and they don't feel liquidy underneath. And the second way is to get a skewer and poke it in. Now, if it comes out completely clean like that one did, that means it's completely cooked. Now we're going to let these cool in the tins for 5 minutes, and after that 5 minutes is up, we are going to take them out of the tins and leave them to cool on a wire rack. Cooling for 5 minutes and they're not hot to touch. I'm just going to go around the edge with a little mini spatula. If you haven't got one of these, just use a butter knife and make sure it's not a sharp butter knife and it's blunt, so that you're not accidentally cutting into the cake. I'm just going to loosely go around the edge and making sure it's loose. And it should get to the point where if you pick it up and give it a little jig, it jumps out. To get your cakes out is use your hand as a plate, turn it over, slowly put this away, slowly peel off your greaseproof paper and put it on. Cakes have to be completely cool before we ice them. The cakes have now been cooling for 2 hours, and now we're going to add our buttercream and jam to decide which cake is going to be the top. I think this one is going to be the top because it has more even dough. And so with this one, what we're going to do is we're just going to pick it up and turn it over. The reason why we do this is we have a nice even spreading surface. Now we're going to start by spreading on the buttercream nice and evenly. Once that's nice and evenly spread, we're going to put on the jam. When you put the jam on, I like those, spread it around with the back of the spoon. Once you're happy that you spread it all over, pop the lid on. I'm just going to get a tablespoon of sugar and start dusting it and start dusting the cake lightly. Once you're happy you've got enough icing sugar, the cake is finished.